after you add the 6, then you're going to add the chord on the bottom. So you're going to start with C, and then F, G, C.
So you just
Right. Good. And the cool thing about this is that when you add the left hand chords, the C, the F, and the G, if your right hand sounds like a wrong note, like I'm on the C chord and I play like this, it's not really, like this isn't in the C chord, but all you have to do is just step to the next one and it sounds right. So it's like no matter what you play, it's right, which is good when you're improvising. So C, F, and G. Okay, we'll come back to that later. Do you have the,
leaky.
yes, what's the name of it? Where did I put it?
I don't know. All I have is Christ.
Right, yes. All I have is Christ. Okay. And you were learning the melody, and then from here to here just doing the chords, right? Okay. Can you play me just the melody first, just so I can get it in my ear? Good. Just that much? Did your mom know this song?
I think so.
Don't think so. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Can you do just that much with adding the chords? Good. Did you stop there or did you go on?
Hey, why not?
You went on. I thought so. Play me for how did you play the chorus too or just from here? All right. Start here and go ahead. Awesome. Okay, so now that you're mostly comfortable with the right hand and the left hand going together with the chords, we're gonna break up the left hand. We're gonna do the root in the fifth and then the root again. Right. So can you try that? Just the first line? You may, yeah, you can replay it. So if you're done here, just play it again. Because down here, it sounds a little bit kind of growly. make sure that all of the beats are in the right place. So you're doing. Or count 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Because I think you went just a little bit faster for the rhythms. Can you do that? Count out loud. 1 and 2 and 3 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 You're good, keep going. Good, good. So 1, 5, 1 is what you're doing for the left hand. Yes. And if you do that, super challenge, and you want to just keep going, then you could add. So I'm just playing it twice. Right, to finish out the phrase, good. So if you want to, you can add the chords again. But I'm just making different ways for you to kind of improvise a little bit. You're improvising on the left hand. Okay, so that's that. And can you tell me just quick, what is that? What's it called? Right, first and C chord. Awesome. Lesson book. Let's see. I need to open last week's lesson sheet. Or this week, but okay.
I don't know if we went on or not because I didn't get an assignment sheet. So
Yeah. So we just did the Campbells Are Coming and the Cake and the Candles last week. And Rock of Ages. Candles and cake. Yeah. We worked on Rock of Ages. Blocking the left hand. And then all I have is Christ. Okay. So Campbell's Are Coming is one we were going to do for the eval program also. Can you play me the chord section, go from here to the end. What's one way that we know where the downbeat, or not the downbeat, the climax of the phrase is?
it's a downbeat of the
Right, downbeat of the second measure if, we'll add an if it's only a 2-measure phrase. If it's longer than that, it's different. But these,
Even though that is really sort of a 3-measure phrase.
kinda, yeah.
Because it has that.
The upbeat, yeah. Yes. The pickup note, but so we're gonna call these 2-measure phrases. So we have the downbeat of the second measure. If we were, say we had a longer phrase, just hypothetically speaking, what are other reasons we know where the climax is? Do you know any other reasons? Like Rock of Ages, that has longer phrases than 2-measure phrases. Yeah, mostly 2-measure phrases. Go ahead. Yeah, they're mostly 2 measures. Can you think of one other reason? How you know what the climax is?
From that.
What?
What do you
When you have a long phrase, how do you know where the climax is? How do you know what note to move to? Yeah, that's perfect. The highest note is a climax. There's other reasons that the longest note is a climax, so the highest, the longest, the downbeat of the second measure, and it depends on where it is. So like the downbeat is usually stronger than beat 3. That makes sense? You look excited about that. Okay, can you play me this section now and leading to the downbeat of the second measure? Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. We're just gonna start over one more time. What I want you to do is have both hands ready when you go up, okay? So that we don't kind of find it. There you go, much better. Good, stop there. Awesome. What I want you to do this week is just to get it ready for the eval program, because I think we could probably record it next week. Yeah, we have lessons next week. Yeah, we'll record it next week. So I just would like you to see how smooth you can get the beginning section, how smooth you can get the phrases, how bouncy you can get the staccatos, and then how you can shape these phrases too. If we call them 2-measure phrases, can you draw the phrase lines, please?
Today it didn't seem like a Monday because Mommy went out to the doctor's and
Yeah.
Daddy was home. And so Daddy was reading a book, so the boys kept coming upstairs where we do school, and they kept bothering us. So we're like, okay, we'll play some hide and seek with you. And then Mom comes home, and it doesn't seem like a Monday.
Yeah, Mondays are rough sometimes. But yes. Okay, can you play me these 2 lines here, leading to the second measure? Go ahead. Good, okay. So just get it smooth and lead to the climax. Make the staccatos bouncy. And we'll do eval program for that one next week. Okay, we're not gonna look at it, but the candles and the cake,
Yeah,
what was special about this one?
and I tripped.
It had triplets, right. Triplets, we're doing again in Amazing Grace. Yeah, so it has kind of a little bit of like a lilting feeling. Have you ever listened to, what's it called? Bagpipe, play Amazing Grace. Do you know what a bagpipe is? Okay, good. It's that like really whiny instrument. But yeah, when I hear them play it, they play it like with the triplets in it, rather than we sing it, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. Can you sing just that much with me? Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. Now we'll sing it with the triplets. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Right. Yeah, it feels a little weird to do the triplet just because it's not what we're used to. But can we go through and play all of the parts that have the triplets? So play from here all the way to here. Just do the right hand. Perfect. Let's go over here when the left hand has it. Twas grace. Where do you go after here? Right, back over there to the rest of the second verse. Where's the end? Right. How do you know that's the end? Exactly, the fine. So practice the hands separate first, just getting the feeling of the triplet, and then you can practice play the hands together. I want you to also work on when you have the left hand moving chords like this and then up here the right hand, I want you to make sure that when I say the pickup note, do you know what that means? The pickup note is just like we had the candles are coming, it's one note that leads into the next measure. Right, that one. What would the pickup note for this measure be? Picking up to this measure. So just before. Right, yeah. Yeah, so just one note before. Like, 'twas grace. Amazing. Right. So I want you to use the pickup note to reposition your hands. So when you get, I'm going to start right here and play to here. My hands aren't moving, but I'm letting my left hand breathe to be ready for the downbeat. For here, I'm going to play, but now I'm saved, but now I'm found. My left hand uses that pickup note to reposition. Can you start here? Right, but you can do. So just give it a little bit of time so that your left hand can breathe. Can you start at the beginning? Show me how your left hand can breathe. Do both hands. Good. Great. Good. So work on the triplets and making sure that your left hand is in the right place where it needs to be. Okay. We're going to move on to the next one too. Okay. This one you can do on your own. We're not going to look at it. Ledger lines are fun. Right. Yeah, so just practicing those. Okay. We're going to look at some of this. So can you stand up for a second? We're going to do some rhythms. Don't you just love rhythms? Ready? Do, do, do.
Do, do, do.
Do, do, day, do.
Do, do, day, do.
Do, do, day, do.
Do, do, day, do.
Do, do, dotty, do.
Do, do, daddy, do.
We're going really fast. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Do, do, dotty, do.
Do, 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 daddy, do.
Good. Do, 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 dotty.
Do, 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 daddy.
Do, dotty, do, dotty, do, dotty.
Do, daddy, do, daddy, do, daddy.
Do, dotty, do, dotty, do, day.
Do, daddy, do, daddy, do, day.
Good. Do, dotty, do, dotty, do, day.
Do, daddy, do, daddy, do.
Good. Do, day, do, day, do.
Do, day, do, day, do.
Do, day, do, do.
Do, day, do, do.
Do, day, do, do, dotty.
Do, day,
that's a hard one. Do-da-dee, do-day, do-da-dee.
Do-da-dee, do-day, do.
Do-day, do-da-dee, do-day.
Do-day, do-da-dee, do-day.
Perfect. Those are really rough, but have a seat. Those are hard to get. So we're gonna look at this measure first. Why do you think I picked that measure? We're not gonna play it yet, but why do you think I picked that one to start with? Because it has triplets and eighth notes and a quarter note. And half notes, right. So it's a little bit sticky to get through. So we're gonna do this.
Dotted quarter
And a dotted. Half note, right, yes. So we're going to tap it and say it. Tap and think, play and say, play and think. You remember those?
note. No.
No, okay, cool. Something new. So, listen, do, do-dotty, do-day. One more time. Do, do-dotty, do-day. Do it with me. Do, do-dotty, do-day. Yeah, it's hard going back and forth. Ready? Do, do-dotty, do-day. Again. Do, do-dotty, do-day. Do, do-dotty, do-day. Yeah, you've got the rhythm. So now just play. Just play an A chord. Good. B, C. Listen. Do, do-dotty, do-day. Can you say the do's? Do, do-dotty, do-day. Okay, one more time, say it. Play it and think the do-dotties. Awesome. Go down to, thanks. Let's do this measure. So tap and say the rhythm. So we have do-day, do-day. Your turn.
Do-day, do-day.
Tap it and think it. Play it and say it. So we're just going to do the right hand right now. Do-day, do-day, because it's kind of odd. Do-day, do-day. Right. Play it and say. Right. Play it and think. Right. So I want you to go through and do each of the rhythms. You can do line by line or measure by measure. Start with measure by measure and then go to line by line, okay? And tap and say, tap and think. What's next?
Tap, play and say.
Yes. And then,
Play.
exactly. So what are the first two?
Tap and say, tap and think,
Yes.
and play and say,
Right.
and play and think.
Perfect. Yes. Okay. Sight reading, we took a break on because we were catching up. We did. Do week.
Slav refers to countries or people of Eastern Europe.
Yes. Do page 38 through 43 for sight reading. Sight reading 38 through 43. Okay. Performance book. We've never done anything out of the performance book. So I want you to take the first one as a no help piece. Okay? It's a cool. Okay, good. You'll take that home and do that. That one, Rock of Ages. How do you feel about that one?
Good.
Good? Do you have any questions about it? No? Okay. Play me the sixths up and down.
What's it?
Nope, just the right hand. Good. Now add the chords on the bottom. Just the plain, just the blocked chords. Awesome. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay, then we are all set and ready to go. We got through a bunch of stuff today. What are the 4 steps you're going to do in your piece?
Tap and say, tap and think, play and say, play and think.
Exactly. Good job. That's super helpful. I really like those 4 things. It helps a lot. It helps kind of solidify everything because you're doing